Just got back from the Ford dealer, not having this truck here for about 3 months. They gave me a brand new battery, and they made my local Ford dealer made it right after all these months of pissing me off and lying to me. They made it right, and I gotta say Romano Ford did it right in the end, so you can trust Romano Ford. But Ford here, it's not where it's at the moment. So as you can see, Tyler,
oh, we're even rotating the tires.
Tyler is putting on the factory wheels because we're trading it in today. We'll put our first picture of what happened to the truck, and we'll let the picture do its first glance, let you guys think what is happening. So here's the picture. Yep, as you saw in the picture, this 2021 Ford Raptor with 62,000 miles, blew its rear end out. Driving home from work one day, it just started making noises out of the rear end. Took it right to the Ford dealer, and 3 months later I got it back, and she's going over. We're getting into TRX, baby. How do you have to feel about this, Tyler?
A little sad to see her go, but excited for the new truck.
Yeah. Ford, do it better, okay? Well, Streetspeed717 was right when he said these trucks have bad tire rods. Well, I guess they got bad rear ends too, because 62,000 miles of highway miles. Not once did I take it off-roading. Not once. Babied it. Just drove it around town as a service truck. Blows its rear end, so.
And rear end should be a lot stronger than tie rods, and they clearly aren't. It
shouldn't take 3 months to do a rear end. Oh my God, the BS that I kept going through. Oh, we gotta order the shims, we gotta order this, we need more parts, it's gonna be a couple more weeks, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, let's see. Let's show you our TRX. Bam, here it is. All right, it's the next day, guys. So here's our Aduro, or however you pronounce that, running boards on the truck outside in the daylight. They're pretty good looking. I don't know if you guys are thinking about getting them or anything, but they're pretty nice. Make it easy to get in, easy to get out. They give you this step here if you're gonna put stuff on the roof, which is pretty nice. So I like them. They're pretty good, and they're only like 400 bucks. So that's that. But here's the TRX in the daylight. We're gonna take you guys for a ride. From a ride and perspective of a Raptor owner who's had 4 Raptors to now having a Dodge TRX. So, as you know, I'm very mad at Ford. I'm very mad.
But you're also a little Ford biased based on your parking lot over here and what's out back.
Well, the only part that's like makes me really feel bad when I wake up is the fact that my Ranger is a Ford, and I'm a die-hard Ford frickin' Ranger guy. But let's take you guys for a ride in this beauty now that we got the running boards and you guys can get in. Let me do a startup. It's a little warm, we've been driving around.
I will say the cup holders are better in this than the Ranger, and the seats are a little more comfy. Let's turn on that heated seat.
Yep. I like that the bottom of the steering wheel is flat. So you still got the pedal shifters like the Raptor, but the Raptor does not do this. She's way faster. This 702 horsepower, yeah, they're not lying. It's faster than the Raptor. The thrill factor is there. The Raptor, yeah, they had the Baja exhaust. You could put it in, made it sound good, but it was still a V6 twin turbo. It lacked power
compared to this.
Yeah, and we have a twin turbo kit on order for this, so stay tuned for that video.
1,000 horsepower.
So we want to be like Weston Chaplin, you know. But yeah, this so far, this truck's a lot more enjoyable to drive than the Raptor. Like, I always thought people were joking when they said, because I'm like, oh, it's a Dodge, it's a Dodge, it's a Dodge. And Ford pissed me off enough to finally go ahead and get the Dodge, and I'm glad I did it because this is nice. Street speed is so right in every aspect. I can just feel that this is better on off-roading, so.
No wonder his tie rod snapped.
Yeah, on his Raptor. Like,
well, as you guys know, we blew the rear differential just driving it. Yeah, it had a lot of miles, but that's all highway miles. That's easy miles.
Like, and then like just cruising, like, yeah, it's a big engine, but like cruising this speed, any speed, you can still hear yourself talk, but then you kick that supercharger in and
away you go. And these tend to pull very hard after 4,000 RPMs. That's probably where the supercharger is fully wound up, and it just pushes you in your seat.
Yeah. That's for sure. This screen, it took a lot of getting used to being the wrong way. But now that I'm used to it, it's okay. And instead of being an arrow, you're a truck. Oh, speaking of arrows. Not bad, not bad at all. Alright, now we're driving into a secretly owned highway, so we can do some secretly...
We're in Mexico now. Like, ready? Mexico.
That supercharger. Why? I don't know if the video can hear that. Wow.
I hope they can.
Sorry guys, the mirror's messed up. Tyler was playing with my mirror. Like, wow, that thing just goes.
Should we go show them where the old Raptor sits?
Yeah, might as well. So we'll show you where the old Raptor is, and let's look at some 2500 Dodges, maybe trade in the Super Duty. As you saw last night, the damn thing had a flat tire. You can't fix tires. You gotta buy a new one.
You gotta buy a whole new truck. New truck.
That's in the next video. New truck, no more Super Duty. New 2500, 3500 Dodge Ram Longhorn is coming our way.
It's a limited Longhorn, right?
Limited Longhorn, yeah.
Longhorn's like,
I think they like,
we haven't learned the Ram like trim levels
so
yet.
they always did it limited Longhorn, Laramie Longhorn, but then I think they like deleted the limited and Laramie, and it's now just Longhorn. I think they just call it now. I'm not really sure. I've never been a Dodge guy, but now I have to be, so and like the gas, everybody says, oh, the gas. It's not actually that bad on gas. Like, I only filled it up 3 times last week.
And how far did you go last week with this? How many miles?
Just home and back to the warehouse, home and back to the warehouse.
So you probably went, what, 200 miles and only took 3 tanks of gas, and you only live, what, 10 miles from home?
Yep.
Or from the office?
Yep.
So not too bad. A little worse than the Raptor. The Raptor would burn maybe, what, half a tank in a week?
Yeah, just about.
But you don't want your gas going bad. It's good to keep the injectors clean.
Yeah. It just looks better on the black on the red. But there she is.
Oh, the wind.
Sitting in a parking lot, getting ready to go to its next owner for $67,000, 62,000 miles, and a brand new rear end. So,
oh my goodness, it's so small.
yeah, it really is.
Like,
oh my, the TRX is like way bigger.
like, you notice it, but
like what? Like the height of the getting in, my butt's at like about at the height of the seat. That you climb it, that's way bigger.
like I'm just standing here, I'm like, this thing is, it's like tiny.
Yeah, so guys, McGuire Dodge of Syracuse has it, 67,000, 62,000 miles. I would say McGuire is the place to go. They're really easy to do business with. If you want it, you can buy it from McGuire. My guy Eric in there, he'll hook you guys up.
Tires are like new, rear differential.
When we bought the TRX, we walked in the dealership, didn't give them our driver's license, didn't give them anything. They handed us the keys, said take it out, have it back in a little while. That's what we did. Didn't pressure me to buy it. At the time, the Raptor was getting fixed. It ended up taking about a month and a half longer than Ford told me to get it fixed. But they held the deal for the month and a half. So McGuire is the place to buy your vehicles.
And just to show them, like, you can use Nate as a measuring device.
So, like I said, my butt on that one was about at the height of the seat. My butt on this one's about at the bottom of the seat. So you're about yay much higher on the TRX.
And like, I'm holding the camera at the same height.
Alrighty, YouTube. It's Nate here. I thought I'd sit down in this chair, put on my safety life jacket, be safe here, make sure I'm not going to drown, because I drowned in all this Ford BS. Ford has, missed the arm sleep, but I'm safe. Ford has messed up big time in a lot of ways. I've always been a Ford owner. I bought probably 40 Fords, and after this experience with the Raptor, that's what pushed me to buy the TRX, be a TRX YouTube guy, you know. It's pretty good so far, but as you saw earlier in this video, the rear end went in the Raptor. Ford, I had an extended warranty, paid for it, all that, but the extended warranty was the worst, and it's a Ford extended warranty, worst experience. My truck was kept captive for an extra month for no reason, absolutely no reason, because it took a little over a month between the 3 parts to just get approval to buy the parts that they needed to fix my Raptor. So Ford is a joke. Streetspeed717 is right. I never off-road the Raptor. It was always on the pavement, just driving around town, and the rear end blew at 62,000 miles. There's absolutely no reason why a rear end should blow at 62,000 miles. I understand manufacturing flaws and that, but this is a absolute picture of how Fords are. Junk. Look at that piece of junk in front of us. So, Ford is awful. And then the whole part that really irritated me is my local Ford dealer tried to say that I or somebody I took it to get service had taken the rear end apart before, and that's why it messed up. They tried to argue with me that it was my fault, but I had bought an extended warranty, paid my own money for that extended warranty, and before it was on factory warranty. Why would I ever have taken it apart or had somebody take it apart and pay for that when I paid for an extended warranty? So at the end of this talk here, just don't buy a Ford. Ford is junk. We're going to be trading this Super Duty in for a new toy, new work truck. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe. And always join the club, T&N Garage.
And we might have... That's leaking.
Beautiful. I noticed that when I was sitting here too. Yes!
New tires. Ooh. Huh.
Alright, that's gonna be flat in the morning. Fix that tomorrow. I don't feel like fixing it tonight.
But at least you got your new air hose thing.
Yep. We're gonna tow it right out of here, right to the Ford dealer, and they can take their POS junk back, because I am done with Ford. This is what I say to this piece of crap.
Gotta use the snap-on tape measure.
Yep, piece of crap.
No. Don't break the tape measure.
I hate this thing.